the press release that was sent out. So this happened about 11:50 p.m. last night. We had a couple of people that were outside. Well, actually, our victim had left a hotel in the 1300 block of West Russell. There were 3 people that were outside, kind of near his car or the car he was going to. We had two men and a woman. As he was walking up, one of the guys came up to him and punched the victim, and he kind of took a fighting stance. The other man then took a similar fighting stance. The first guy that punched the victim then pulled out a handgun and said he wanted the keys to the car. The victim said he didn't have any keys and started kind of backing away to head back to the motel. And there was a relative that came outside. The guy with the gun pointed the gun at the other relative, so our second victim, and then he basically told the first victim, just give him the car keys. So he gave the car keys, and all 3 people, the 2 men and a woman, got into that car and then took off. The victims called 911 right away, and it was just a short time after that we had a report of a rollover accident at the intersection of Madison Street and Elmwood Avenue. And this was the stolen car. It was going west on Madison Street, and then it was seemed to be trying to make a turn to go north on Elmwood, but lost control. The car hit a curb, hit a tree, hit a stop sign, and ended up rolling. There were some witnesses that saw the people inside take off running, and so nobody was by the car when the officers got there. Eventually, officers were able to find one of the people that had been in the car. He had some injuries and was taken to the hospital for those injuries, so no arrests at this point, but he'll likely be charged with a few things in the future. We don't know if that person that was found, the suspect, if he was the guy with the gun or the guy without the gun, so we're still looking at that. I think that's it. The 2 victims, neither of them had any injuries. I don't know if I said it. The first victim that was punched and threatened, he was 18. The relative that was just threatened with the gun, he's 40.
Are these out-of-towners?
The victims?
Yeah.
Yes.
Staying at a hotel.
Yep, they... both of them are from Gregory.
What type of vehicle do you have that?
Yeah, the car is a 2004 Nissan Altima.
And a handgun was seen, right?
Yeah, it was actually the guy that the suspect that punched the victim. He was the same person that ended up pulling out a handgun. So he pointed the handgun at both of the victims.
So now you're looking for the other 2, I guess?
Yeah.
Run to the same place, I guess, or?
We're not sure where they went. We were able to find the one suspect. The other 2 people we're still working on trying to identify them and find them.
So there could be a slew of charges. You find, say, the one with the handgun driving and all that.
Right, yeah, I mean, we've got the possession of stolen vehicle, the grand theft, the aggravated assault, the robbery charges, so there's a lot of different things. The main thing is trying to figure out, first of all, who everybody was, all 3 suspects that were involved, and then what their roles were. So it's probably a little too early to say what specific charges, but there are quite a few different charges that could apply.
And since he hasn't been charged yet, you're not giving his name?
Right, since he's still in the hospital, we're not going to release his name.
Extent of injuries? Not life-threatening?
It was non-life-threatening injuries. I don't think the report said. Yeah, it just said serious but non-life-threatening injuries, so I don't have anything specific other than that.
Hotels sometimes have security cameras. Might be looking into that, where the incident occurred.
Yeah, for the most part, the officers are pretty good about noting whether or not there's security cameras in the area, and I didn't see anything on this, so I'm not sure if they have cameras outside or not. Right, right.
Did the victims do anything, could they have done something better, or with, it's not their fault, I know, but is there anything?
No.
It wasn't running, or?
No, it was just parked, and the victim was going out to the car, and then he was basically confronted, and the guy pulled out a gun. So, in those situations, we always tell people the best thing to do is to follow the direction of the robber. It's not an ideal situation. People don't want to give up their wallets, purse, or keys, but it's better than getting seriously hurt. And so, having the car drive away, the best thing they can do at that point is be a good witness and call police right away. Things like that, when you have somebody that's going to pull out a gun and threaten you with it just for some car keys, you really don't know what they're capable of. And there's certainly a chance that they could be under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and it kind of lends to that unpredictability. And so it's better just to comply with the people, do what they ask you to do, and then just be a good witness. Get a description of the people, clothing, height, weight, that type of thing. And then calling police right away helps too. And we've seen some robberies in the past where people will call police, but there may be a delay. Sometimes it's 30 minutes or an hour, sometimes it's a couple of days. But the sooner you can call police, the sooner we can get there and hopefully find the people that are responsible.
So they did the right thing. Fortunately, they have a total car, Nissan now, but...
Right, yeah, I mean, they did the right thing. It's unfortunate that it happened, but, we're able to... We found one person that was involved with it, and we're looking for the other two. So I wouldn't say that it's quite over yet by any stretch.
Are you giving word that one person, if he's a Sioux Falls resident or no?
The one that was taken to the hospital?
Right.
Yeah, let me double check. I believe.
Not from Gregory or
No.
anything like that?
Yeah, the one suspect is a Sioux Falls resident. Anything else on that?